They said a dog this massive would scare everyone away, but watch what happened when he met his entire town. What Colonel did next shocked everyone who saw him. This is his story.
Colonel isn't just big. He's massive, the biggest dog you'll ever see walking down the street. And when you first spot him coming toward you, your heart might skip a beat. That's just his size doing the talking. But here's the thing, the moment he gets close, everything changes. His tail starts wagging so hard, his entire body wiggles. His eyes light up, and suddenly, this giant creature transforms into the gentlest soul you've ever met. See, I don't have to beg people to pat him. That's why I love him. Colonel is just bursting to make friends everywhere he goes. He approaches every single person with that wagging tail and that irresistible face. And honestly, who could say no to that? He's so happy. Strangers will come up to us on the street and he just accepts them straight away. No hesitation, no fear, just pure joy. Oh my God, you should see their faces when they realized how sweet he is. And here's what amazes me most. He especially knows when to be gentle with little children. It's like he has this sixth sense. He'll lower his head, slow his movements, and become incredibly careful around them. Before we continue, if you love heartwarming animal stories like this, hit that subscribe button. That way, you'll be the first to know when I share videos like this every single day. Now, back to Colonel's incredible journey. What happened next changed everything between us. And despite what others might think, even cats are his best friends. I know, it sounds impossible, but Colonel doesn't see size or species. He just sees friends waiting to be made. Some people still think he's scary because he's so big. They'll cross the street when they see us coming. But once they meet him, they understand. Colonel is the sweetest dog you will ever meet in your entire life. I was just a teenager when we got Colonel. Come on, boy. From day one, he was friendly and open, just curious about everything around him. He was this goofy, lovable presence that needed to be a part of whatever was going on in our house. He'd follow me everywhere. Kitchen, bathroom, backyard, didn't matter. If I was there, Colonel wanted to be there too. But I had no idea just how important he would become to me, how much I would need him in the darkest time of my life.
Sadly, a few years after we got Colonel, my grandparents passed away, both of them, within months of each other. I was crushed, completely devastated. The grief felt like it would swallow me whole. Some days, I couldn't even get out of bed. But Colonel never left my side, not for a moment. He would rest his massive head on my lap while I cried. He'd stay there for hours, just being present, just letting me know I wasn't alone. And because of that, because of his constant love and companionship, we just grew closer and closer. There's no such thing as personal space between us anymore. He's basically glued to me, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Just when we thought life was settling down, Colonel started doing something absolutely ridiculous. He acts like he's a lapdog, which is hilarious because he's so big. He'll try to climb onto my lap like he weighs 20 pounds instead of 180. But wait, the story takes an unexpected turn here. I later became a dog walker professionally, and Colonel, he was over the moon about this new development. Every single day became an adventure for him. He would show love to every dog that joined us on our walks. Big dogs, small dogs, nervous dogs, excited dogs. Didn't matter. Colonel loved them all equally. He became like the mayor of our walking group. And Colonel always greeted strangers on the path. Always. Without fail. He made everyone we met fall in love with him. People would specifically ask when we'd be walking by again so they could see him. Everything was going great for us. Better than great, actually. I was even thinking about training him to become a service dog. He had the temperament for it, the gentleness, the awareness. However, one day I noticed something that made my stomach drop. He was getting tired easily. He wasn't quite himself. His usual bounce was missing. I knew he was getting older, so I thought it was just that, just age catching up with him. I tried not to worry too much. And here's where it gets heartbreaking. Until one terrible day, he fell down the stairs and broke his leg. The sound of him crying out in pain is something I'll never forget. I was absolutely heartbroken, shattered. My best friend was hurt, and there was nothing I could do to take away his pain instantly. I knew how long it would take to heal, months probably. And I knew that he might not be able to do all the things he enjoyed anymore. The walks, the greeting people, the playing with other dogs. But I wasn't going to just have him sit around feeling sorry for himself. And neither were our friends who loved him just as much as I did. Now, here's where the real fight began. The moment that would test both of us.
With his leg injury and other issues that came with it, we started hydrotherapy and some physiotherapy sessions multiple times a week, every single week. And even though it was clearly sore, even though I could see him struggling sometimes, he handled it like an absolute champ. Here's what made me cry. He was making friends with all the doctors and nurses, even in pain. Even during difficult therapy sessions, Colonel's tail would wag when they walked in. He quickly became a favorite patient at the clinic. The staff would actually fight over who got to work with him that day. After several weeks, when he started getting better, I took him on walks again. Just short ones at first. And we used some special gear to protect his healing leg. And you know what? He was behaving like he had no injury at all. None. Zero. He greeted everyone he met with an even faster wag in his tail than before. Like his time in recovery made him appreciate every single interaction even more. Of course, we take regular breaks on our walks now so he doesn't overdo it. I'm much more careful than I used to be. But honestly, he can't help how much love he has to give. Colonel continues to waddle down our street, making friends with every single person who crosses his path. His injury didn't slow down his spirit one bit. He's back to trying to be a lapdog, back to greeting children with gentle care, and back to proving that the biggest dogs often have the biggest hearts. Colonel is one of those rare dogs who just make the world a better place wherever he goes. Every path he walks, every person he meets, every life he touches. If you were in my situation, would you have done the same for your pet? Tell me in the comments below. And if you've experienced something similar with your own dog, please share your story. If this story touched your heart, please hit that like button right now. Show Colonel some love. In my next video, I'll share the story of a cat who saved an entire family from danger. You won't believe what happened.